Hello friends! This story's called The Perfect Gift, and I like to use a couple little props and my puppets to tell this story. The kids absolutely love it. So here we go, The Perfect Gift. Hello, have you met my friend Lori? Lorikeet? Can you say hi, Lori? Oh, she's always happy to have guests. So, you know what she found today? A strawberry. She is so excited. She's going to carry it, and she thinks her grandma will love it. Do you think that's a good gift? Me too. So Lori's very happy she found a gift for grandma. She's flying and taking a little rest, and then, oh, she finds a little river. So she decides, I think I'm going to take a rest right here. This looks like a good place to rest, right? So as she sits down and gets comfortable, the strawberry falls out of her mouth and starts to roll, and before she knows it, it's at the bottom of the riverbed. Oh no, says Lori. What am I going to do now? So she sits there and she thinks for a few minutes. She tries to reach it, but do you think she can reach it? No. Along comes a little friend, Squirrel. Squirrel says, "Hey, Lori." And Lori says, "Hi, Squirrel. Why are you so sad?" And Lori says, "Look what I found. I found this beautiful red ripe strawberry, and I was going to give it to my grandma, and now it's at the bottom of the riverbed." "Oh, don't worry," says Squirrel. "I'll help." Squirrel always loves to help. So Squirrel is going to hold his breath. He's going to puff up his cheeks. Can you do that? Like this? Great. So he's going to puff up his cheeks, he's going to hold his breath, and he's going to reach as far as he can all the way down, hopefully to the riverbed, to get the strawberry. Alright, you ready to help? Alright, let's help little Squirrel. Squirrel came out of the water. Guess what? No, he could not reach it. So they sit down and they think for a few moments. And along comes another friend, Duck. Duck comes along and says, "Hey, Lori. Hey, Squirrel. How are you?" And they say, "Oh, hi, Duck." "Why are you so sad?" asks Duck. "Well," Lori says, "look, I found this red ripe strawberry, and I was carrying it to my grandmother's house, and before I knew it, the strawberry rolled down and fell to the bottom of the riverbed." "Oh, don't worry," says Duck. "I'll help." So Duck is going to do the same thing that Squirrel did. Duck is going to puff up her cheeks, she's going to hold her breath, and she's going to dive to the bottom of the riverbed. Do you think Duck can get it? Maybe. Alright, let's help. Let's find out. Duck comes up for air, and no strawberry. "Oh no," says Lori. Well, along comes another friend. You got it, Froggy. Froggy says, "Hey, Lori. Hey, Squirrel. Hey, Duck." And they say, "Oh, hi, Froggy." "Why so sad?" Frog asks Lori. "Well, Frog, I had this red, ripe strawberry, and it was just perfect. I was going to give it to a grandma as a gift, and I sat down to take a little rest, and the strawberry fell out of my mouth, rolled down the hill, and now is at the bottom of the riverbed." "Oh, don't worry," says Froggy. "I'll get it." So Froggy does the same thing that Squirrel and Duck tried to do. Do you think Froggy will have more luck? Alright, let's help him. You ready? We're going to hold our breath and we're going to try to get it all the way down. Alright, ready? Oh, look at that. Froggy comes up. "Look what I have," he says to Lori. Everybody's so excited. So Lori has the red ripe strawberry, but somebody was creeping up on them, and they didn't see. You boys and girls feeling brave? I hope so. Because, I know, Crocodile came out of nowhere and he wants the red, ripe strawberry. So, Crocodile opens up his mouth and he's gonna grab it, and Lori thinks really fast. She throws the red, ripe strawberry as far as she can. Crocodile gets it and he swims away. And Lori and Squirrel and Duck and Frog, they go the other way. So they run as fast as they can, and they think they're pretty far from Crocodile now, so they take a little rest. Yeah, they're pretty tired. But as they're sitting there, Lori says, "Oh no! Squirrel, Duck, and Frog, what am I gonna do? I'm on the way to Grandma's house, and I had a red ripe strawberry for her. Now I have nothing. What can I give her?" So they think about it for a minute. Do you have any ideas, boys and girls? Do you have any idea what they could do for Grandma? Squirrel says, "Well, what if we use some crayons?" And Duck says, "Oh, yeah, maybe we could use some paint too." And Froggy says, "Do you think we could use scissors?" So, Lori says, "Great idea. Let's get our school supplies out." So they get all their school supplies out, and they're going to make a little book called The Perfect Gift. And look at this. It has a little story about their adventure. It has Lori and Squirrel and Duck watching Froggy get the red ripe strawberry at the bottom of the river. And then, oh no, it has Crocodile coming to get the red ripe strawberry. Oh, and it has all the friends making Grandma a nice little book. So they're going to color that in and they're going to give it to Grandma. Do you think she's going to like it? Me too. So Lori puts that in her mouth. And they're going to walk to Grandma's. They're so excited. They walk really, really fast. Oh, and they're getting closer. They're almost there, through the river, through the woods. Oh, and they're getting really tired now, so they're going to slow down. They're almost there. And they get to Grandma's house, and they're going to knock. And guess who comes to the door? It's Grandma. Could we say hi, Grandma? Hi, boys and girls. Oh, hello, Lori. Hello, Squirrel. Hello, Duck. Hello, Froggy. So nice of you to visit me. And Lori says, "Grandma, I have something for you." "You do?" "Yes." "Can you read it to us?" asks Lori. So, Grandma's going to read the story. And when she finishes, they all say, "Again!" The end.